Hi there, this is Irene Pais and welcome back to the Ikigai Teen podcast. Today is our 10th episode and we dedicate our first tiny milestone to exploring the real struggles, emotions and transformations that shape today's teens and the parents who walk beside them. Today's episode is about something every parent and every teen wishes came easily: confidence and resilience. These two are like the wings and spine of growing up. Without them, teens crumble under pressure, but with them, they rise, recover, and thrive. We often say, I just want my teen to be confident. But the truth is, confidence isn't something we can give them or they can buy. It's something they build, and resilience is what helps them rebuild when life knocks them down. In part 1, let's talk about the myth of natural confidence. Let's unpack this myth that some teens are naturally confident. In reality, what we see as confidence is often a learned skill set rooted in secure attachment, healthy self-talk, and opportunities to struggle and recover. This third one is for parents that overprotect their children, something I see a lot in urban homes since the past 2 decades and growing. According to a 2023 Pew Research Center survey, 61% of teens globally report feeling pressured to perform well academically, and 48% of them feel they fall short of expectations, leading to a cycle of self-doubt. What this tells us is simple. Confidence doesn't grow in comfort. It grows when a teen faces uncertainty, fails, and realizes they can still survive and try again. Yet, many well-intentioned parents unknowingly interrupt that cycle by rescuing too early, overpraising without cause, or not allowing discomfort to crawl anywhere around their child or teen. Real confidence is not arrogance. It's the loudest voice in the room. It's quiet self-assurance that says, even if I fall or fail, I'll find a way to get back up and try again. In part 2, we will look at the resilience loop. Resilience isn't about being tough. It's about being adaptive. If we looked at it carefully, we're all born with it. Haven't we seen our babies and every other baby explore their surrounding fearlessly? They try to stand, they try to walk again and again, they climb despite falling 100 times. Yes, this natural ability continues to strengthen in homes where children are allowed to explore, fall, fail, and securely try again and again. However, in those formative years between infancy and teenage, homes and schools are often seen curbing this natural ability with the kind of response, reaction, and language used by adults around the child, his parents, be it teachers and other elders. Dr. Masten, a developmental psychologist from the University of Minnesota, calls resilience ordinary magic, the everyday capacity to adapt to challenges and bounce back from adversity. But here's the catch. If we never let our teens face manageable failure, sometimes with supervision and sometimes without, we deny them the very opportunity and chance to discover their own inner power and ordinary magic. Imagine this scenario. Your teen fails in math test. What is the most common reaction? On one end, we have parents that show disappointment, unhappiness, snatch away children's liberties, reprimand them. On the other hand, occasionally we have parents that comfort the child, explain it's okay, trivialize and brush it aside as insignificant, or even blame the teacher. In both these extreme cases, the real loss is not losing in the math test. The real loss is the loss of opportunity for the child to cope, to revisit what happened and why it happened, and to reframe how this will be approached the next time. And secondly, the loss is for the parent to demonstrate support, encouragement, and participation in the process of resilience building and trust building as a family. Instead, when this happened, what if you said, I know you're disappointed. Let's figure this out. What you can learn from this? How will you prepare differently next time? How can I help you with your preparation? That's a resilience building moment. It's not about perfection. It's about the path. It's not about the results, but about the process. And it's not about your disappointments. It's about their reattempting it with supported and revised approach. Resilient teens aren't fearless teens. They just believe in recovery, and parents play a crucial role in that recovery loop, not by removing pain, but by helping their teen make meaning out of that pain. In part 3 of today's podcast, let's look at 5 proven ways to cultivate confidence and resilience in your teen. 1. Let them struggle safely. Shielding them from every setback robs them of the muscle memory for courage. 2. Praise effort, not results. Encourage focus on process, not outcome. The growth mindset principle from Dr. Carol Dweck's research shows that recognizing effort, strategies, and persistence nurtures long-term confidence. 3. Encourage contribution, not comparison. Replace "are you better than them" with "this time, how did you grow from your last effort?" or "how was your approach different from your previous approach?" 4th, model emotional regulation. Teens learn resilience by watching how you handle stress. If you demonstrate and practice self-calm, they internalize that script for themselves. And 5th, create space for purpose. According to a Greater Good Science Center at UC Berkeley, teenagers who engage in purpose-driven activities such as volunteering, creative projects, social and community projects or initiatives, peer-to-peer support commitments showed higher levels of self-esteem and stress tolerance. Here, I want to highlight this is one of the core pillars of Ikigai Teen approach with teenagers. For parents, we will dedicate a whole episode or more to this aspect and how we engage teens in purpose-driven activities for a holistic growth in the immediate term and for structured growth in the long term. But that's an interesting topic for when it's due. Coming back, confidence and resilience are currencies. They are built through experiences, individuals' own experience, observed experiences of parents and others, through reading books, through listening to lived stories, and having shared experiences through joint activities, group activities, and certainly it's not built through lectures, nagging, and grounding. Over to part 4, let's come to the real talk. What to do when confidence breaks? Even the most confident teen faces dips in confidence through rejection, self-comparison, social anxiety, maybe failure. When that happens, the most powerful thing you can say is, "I believe in you, I believe in who you are, and not just in what you do." Reassurance from a parent, it resets a teen's self-belief. Believe me, parents, on this one. That one line goes a long way. Let me share this with you here. I have repeatedly heard this middle-aged Chennai-based gentleman who I know talk about a time in his teen years, 12th grade to be precise, when he let down his parents with very poor grades in math. Actually, he failed a year. And he admits that on that dark night, what helped gather himself back up again was his mother's reassuring words. She walked into his dark room, where he escaped quietly with wet eyes. She put her arms around his shoulders, sat down gently beside him, and looked at his sad, shrunken face and said, "Don't let this bother you, son. I'm not upset about the marks. I believe in you, and I know you will do your best next time." And that line, he recalls, was the most supportive thing he needed that day. This person, my dear parents, is none other than my own mentor, and today he's one of India's super coaches, successfully mentoring and shaping thousands of people across India and globe as aspiring and practicing coaches. So the next time your teen messes up, resist yourself from saying, "I told you so." Instead, try, "You handled that with courage." Let's talk about how you will try this next time, because resilience grows in a reflection, not in perfection. I'm Irene Pais, and this is Ikigai Teen Compass podcast, reminding you that teens are not private assets to be managed, but precious souls to be guided towards purpose and independence. Join me next time for episode 11. The topic is very parent-based. It's based on parent self-check. Am I helping or hindering? Where we'll hold up the mirror gently to see if our parenting style empowers or unintentionally limits the growth of our teens. Until that next episode, take care of yourself and be gentle with your teens. Signing out.